Hi everyone, Angus Pryor from Dental Profit System bringing you this week's Marketing Monday, the weekly video show that gives you actionable hints and tips to boost the marketing at your dental practice. For the next few weeks, we're going to talk about reviews in Google. The reason we're going to talk about them is because they're so important. These are the reviews that people can go on to Google, leave about your business, and they can have massive positive impact and they can have massive negative impact. And so they're a resource that really should be used. And in my experience, most dentists are not using them very well. So it's a great opportunity. First question, why are they important? Why do we even care about Google reviews? What portion of clients do you think actually look at Google reviews before they decide whether to deal with your business? Do you reckon it's 10%, 20%, maybe they're very conscientious, it might be 30%? Well, here's what a recent study showed. That's right, 60% of your clients will look at a Google review before they deal with your business. So it's a great opportunity, but it's also a great risk. Now, there's been some changes to Google recently that you might have noticed. When you type in a type of business, for example, dentist, you'll have the AdWords ads at the top, and then you have the Google business listings before the so-called organic listings below. And once upon a time, those Google business listings, that they would have perhaps a map with some dots on it, and then website and phone numbers and that sort of stuff. Once upon a time, that'd be quite a big list. Now it's only 3, and of course you're going to want to know, well, how do you get into that top 3? Firstly, that's Google's algorithm, and they don't actually tell us how it is, but it's fair to say that Google reviews is one of the things that they take into account for getting people onto that list, but it's not the only one. So what I thought I'd do is a bit of an audit around Australia for dental practice to see how many reviews dentists have that are in that top 3 listing. So first, well, I live in Sydney, so here's the numbers for Sydney. So you can see there's some pretty big numbers there, aren't there? 31, 183, 189. That's for the top 3 Google business listings that appeared when I typed in Sydney dentist. What about Melbourne? Okay, not quite as competitive in Melbourne. And one of the things I think is really interesting there is that that number 5. So there was the second practice on that list only had 5 reviews. So it's obviously not just about reviews, but you can see that they do help. What about Brisbane? There's the numbers for Brisbane, so not super competitive. Again, you can see the person in third place has got 5. Now, the other thing I thought I'd do as well, so that's if you type in the city name with dentist, so theoretically you're competing against every dentist in the entire city. But I thought, well, let's look at the local areas, because that's where most dentists are. Some of you are in the city, but a lot of you are in the suburbs. And I thought, let's keep going around Australia. So I've gone with Adelaide, the biggest suburb in Adelaide, which is Morphett Vale. Interesting results. So Morphett Vale, the top 3 that were listed, I don't know how many dentists there are in Morphett Vale, but I'm assuming more than 3. It's a really big suburb. One had 1 review and the other 2 didn't have any reviews at all. So you can imagine if you were someone else there and you could boost your reviews, that'd be a chance of getting on that list. And then finally in Perth, good old Freo. And again, you can see the numbers are not high. So what this means is that 60% of your clients are looking at your reviews, and yet if they see your practice in Google, there's a whole bunch of practices there that don't have many reviews at all. Now, this can have a very negative effect, and we're going to talk more about that in a subsequent show, but it can have a very positive effect, and it's such an opportunity for you. So that's why this is really important, and it's something you need to pay attention to. Your homework for this week is very simple. I want you to do 2 things. Firstly, I need you to check out how many reviews your practice has had in Google. That's pretty simple. Just type in the name of the practice and you'll see your Google business page will come up and you'll see how many reviews. And the answer is it may be 0. The second thing is, for those slightly more technically advanced, if you've got Google Chrome, open up an incognito window. And basically that means that Google doesn't know what your search history is. They don't know where you are. And you can just Google that if you're not sure. If you open up an incognito window, then type in suburb name where you are and dentist and see who the top 3 are that come up. And that'll give you an idea of how you're going there and what your homework is. All right, that's it for this week. Next week, we're going to talk about the risks of not managing your Google reviews. Until then, it's Angus Price signing off. See you next week.